Good evening, guys. It's me, ALT23, and turn this fan off. Turn the spirit talker on. It's been a few nights or days since I have done a reading on here live for you guys. I've been trying to get back on TikTok because it's set up to where people can pay me easier if they want to. If you guys want to donate to me over here, you're gonna have to go to Cash App and donate to my Cash App, which is in the description for my channel. I would really appreciate a donation. Because I do put my money into this stuff. I bought these tarot decks. I got lots of them. I bought all the supplies to make all these clarity cards for you guys. I put in my time and energy for you. I pay for these apps so we can get clarity from the spirits.
Hatred.
The focus is off out there. That's for certain. Well, let's do a clarity reading for the collective. Sentimental news reading. This is my haunted house tarot.
Black hair.
All right off the bat, we have heartbreak. The Three of Swords. And then we have Six of Wands, indicating somebody being resistant to change. The Hanged Man, somebody stuck in limbo. When you're stuck in limbo, it's like something has you tied up. And we have a King of Wands.
Be wary of her.
Need more information around this heartbreak and people being resistant to changes. Somebody's hiding addictions. A best friend. You may be meeting a soulmate or spending time with one. And free will. To speak, move, choose, and be whatever you would like to be. So there must be some issues to do with control.
I hate what I did.
Some people can be heartbreaking when you just want to show them your love and give them support, but they just don't want it from you. Like, you mean well for someone, but for whatever reason, sometimes we make people feel uncomfortable, and that's fine. So we love them from a distance. We have the Four of Swords, indicating somebody needs to think through what's really going on, sort out the mental swords, and place the truth where it actually belongs, and throw out whatever they don't need to worry about. There's a Queen of Wands. Who needs to connect with source?
What are the lights?
Connect with highest self. Ask your highest self, am I really doing what's best? Am I maybe choosing to be darker than I'd like to be? We have the Magician card and Strength. Knight of Pentacles. Knight of Wands. So somebody's manifesting some strength from the creative action that they are taking.
Jeffrey.
Or somebody else is taking. It's really good action. Sometimes when you are feeling weak and you're not sure what to do, and then you start taking steps towards finding a proper solution, you can then see the problem working itself out, or how it can if you just do this simply and do that. So somebody took the steps to see if this might work and if that might work, and it seems that those things are working, and that's giving them some confidence. We have surface scratching. Go deeper. Something is sus. Beset, the cat goddess. Ancient ancestors are involved.
New.
They're ready to bring doom to some. So just do you and chill if you're not sure what to do right now. The universe is going to work it out. Give the universe time to manifest things appropriately for you. Practice, release. So sometimes you just need to let go of control of the situation. You don't want to overwork yourself or battle a battle that you don't need to battle. You know? Choose peace. Choose self-love. Choose happiness.
Weakness.
You can't get a come up off somebody else's weaknesses. It's unfair, it's unjust, and will come back to bite you in the ass. I think that's an issue. We have the Four of Cups, Ace of Swords, Three of Wands, and a Tower moment. So,
Affection.
somebody is seemingly faced with options they don't want to see in front of them that they must take. They must choose to do this, that, or that other shit over here. No more that whatever shit they're going to pull out of their ass. There's divine truth that was revealed about how allowing certain people to have their way isn't best for everyone at the end of the day. When your personal celebrations and goals are getting in the way of everybody else around you, then you need to take a look at your way of being. Because God says, "Excuse me, miss, or sir, who the fuck are you? And why are you getting in the way of my divine missions? Your personal visions are insignificant." That's what God will say. And then he sends one of his goons to go. You see? Doesn't it look like she got smacked to the backside of the head? Okay. Looks like at this union, somebody is taking action from their heart.
I'm making those noises.
As they are illuminating things. Sometimes people can be more brutal when revealing truth than they choose to be. When you decide to be reasonable and speak on the facts that matter, people feel that. They feel that in their hearts. They feel safer in your care, under your lead. your reign.
Why did you come?
So somebody's feeling like 10 swords weighing heavy upon
I am
them.
Bellatrix.
Because they said horrible things about certain people who are fair and just. They placed judgment upon those
Laughter.
people and laughed about them experiencing struggle. It ain't right. They're sinful. They're dark. They're twisted.
Hey, over here.
Praying for prey for dreams. We have some hunters under Freddy who see them feeding their own demons too much. It's literally creating an imbalance in the universe, and this is why it's such an issue. And these people, they feel suicidal after they are revealed. Because they are pushing horrible things upon other people's lives, placing horrible destinies before them and ruining opportunities. The worst of the worst. Things that they could be doing, they do. So when they are exposed, they realize nobody's ever going to trust them. Their game is over because lying and cheating and having people believe them is how their games work. So they feel like they have no will to live on. Especially when they have done things they literally can't be truthful about without going to jail or something. So
Keys.
the divine keys. There's a group of people out there who are thinking they can steal the keys from God's chariot of fire. Like somebody could tell them that a character from the Bible is going to show up in this chariot pulled by horses, and then there's this key, though. If you don't turn the key, then the jet power doesn't work for for the whip. And so they hear this guy's gonna show up with this cool ass fucking chariot shit, and they make plan to steal this thing and get the keys as soon as the guy shows up, and then parks it. And when he comes back out of the store or wherever it was, it's just gonna be gone. But that's not how it works. These people, when they make these types of plans, they're high as fuck. If you sense somebody may have been high as fuck when they made a plan and they are trying to execute it, and you see them executing this plan and it's not making sense to you, just leave them be. Don't take them too seriously, because You can't argue with unreasonable motherfuckers. Unreasonable motherfuckers take care of themselves. Eventually. Alright, so Death card. And then we have Obstacles of Fuckery. Each one of these torches stands for an obstacle, a setup.
Wave.
To where somebody's looking for some type of reaction or fulfillment from you. This is coming to an end. Somebody has creative gifts from the divine. And they were backstabbed and betrayed by some people who were collaborating to see an eternal being have a downfall. You can't make an eternal being have a downfall if you're the one that deserves lessons.
And
that's an illusion. Only people on this 3D realm will believe an illusion that they are told to believe. Queen of Cups. Six of Cups. Eight of Cups. So there's a Queen of Cups here who's ruling with hearts. Who's looking back to actions that were taken into the past leading up to now and is now walking away from illusions. Deciding to rise above a situation, to take a look at things differently, kind of like zooming out and seeing the bigger picture. Chariot.
I remember my funeral.
Closing. Oh wait. The fate of the situation is turning. So things may have been heading in this direction, but somebody realized they're a fucking idiot. So they turned all the way around and they're going back and they're going that way instead. Because they were looking that direction. And when they decided to go in that direction, and it looked like there was a beach or something over that way, and it was going to be cool, it was a mirage. Nobody wants to walk into a mirage. That's setting yourself up for a letdown. You know what I'm saying? We have a Queen of Pentacles, Temperance, Eight of Pentacles. So, somebody's seeing the angels.
We fight the darkness.
Actually, they're noticing they have, or somebody else has, spiritual protection, and they are seeing their angels showing up to help. As they focus to the details of the situation, They see where somebody's getting their strength from. They see where they get their confidence
My
from.
name is James.
They see why they're making investments here and investments there, and they don't care to question anybody about their decisions. Some of us move confidently because we trust ourselves. Somebody's blind to that. Somebody out there says somebody shouldn't trust themselves as much as they do because they think they're a fucking idiot. But then, turns out they're a bigger fucking idiot and they should probably just shut the fuck up.
Children are playing.
Feeling shaded. A Gemini. Divine messengers. Phone calls and communication.
I'll throw something.
True love is electric. We have child endangerment, some bad guys. Assuming makes an ass out of you and me. Do more research. Remember earlier in the reading I was saying somebody likes to pass judgment call before doing their research. Don't do that. We have 777. You are growing spiritually. You may have had an energetic victory. You are leveling up. Good job from the angels. Low light phase. Some of us are feeling tired. Even me myself. I didn't feel like doing my makeup not last night. I think I stayed up late last night. But the night before, I had actually gone to bed at a decent time. I hardly ever do.
Healing.
But yeah, I can feel it in the energy, in the placement of the stars. It's something with the energetic field around us. We're feeling tired. The weight of the world is being felt, pressing down on us, is what I think it is. Because mentally, I don't feel that tired. But I feel it in my crown chakra area and my third eye area and my shoulders and stuff. Heavy burdens, carrying the weight of the world. When we don't allow things to flow
Agony.
naturally, then we're forced to play God. Every one of us is playing a part, then, of some character from heaven or hell or another dimensional realm. They have their purpose that they must fulfill. They know what they're doing. They are masters of the universe. You, me, and the next guy are learning from them. So, to have somebody think that they are going to know better than one of these spirits or God, it's ignorant minded in the eyes of some of us.
Thank you for respect.
You're welcome. So, what happens in Bruce Almighty when Bruce is God for a day? He starts losing his mind and he is putting himself in the shoes of God, realizing that it takes a special motherfucker to do this type of shit. Right? So why would you try to push any divine being out of the way to try their position when their position, the role you must play, is something you're going to fucking complain about? The spirit that is made for that position that spirit plays was designed, like they were designed perfectly for that fucking role, that fucking position, the goals, everything surrounding that position. So if you're going to take it up with God and tell them that you deserve their position more because it better fucking be a good point. You know what I'm saying? God likes to allow us to ask questions and explore. We all grow, heal, and evolve together. Even God is growing, healing, and evolving with us. Now, don't be asking dumbass questions. God knows when you know something. Are you going to pretend while you're talking to God that God don't know how you really feel? God's going to call you pathetic if that's what you're doing.
Colin.
There's a lot of jumbled energy at this point of this reading. I feel like massive confusion. Why would anybody be? It's like taking lifelines. Like I'm imagining a board, and like here's Jesus. Over here is Moses, and then over here is another guy from the Bible, like the Lord of Hosts, and then over here we have a guy from ancient Egypt, uh, Ra, and then some other spirits. This person that I am picking up in the energy, like the person that wants to steal the keys to the imaginary chariot, this is what they're doing. They want to take the lifeline that like stems from God to Jesus and switch that with Moses, and then take Moses' lifeline string, switch that with this spirit down here, then take this spirit's thread, and then mix it over here with this person, and they think that they're just gonna fuck it all up, confuse everyone, and everybody's gonna get lost. Which, yeah, that does happen. But I don't even think they realize that that's what they're doing. You know what I'm saying? Some of these people, like, they're haunted by dark spirits. And they don't think ahead. And they go too far. And then they think about how they should have maybe done this or that instead. Whoever the fuck is putting these motherfuckers to this, they need to be careful.
Arm.
Giving ideas to dumb people. Like, I feel like there's like some smart people out here who know a thing or two. I'm feeling connected to the Satanists. They like to test people's knowledge, send them off to learn lessons, and then laugh at them because they failed it. Compliments to the spiritual chef. They must be cooking something up in Hell's Kitchens. That's what it is.
Malefaction.
They're evil in simpler form. They're the type that plan evilly. Cruel intentions.
Victim.
Page of Pentacles. Some good points being portrayed by an Empress. Closing out some cycles as we move to calmer waters. Free will. Somebody's lacking self-worth, trying to control somebody or somebodies. And they are asking for forgiveness at this time, but
Tranquility.
I don't know how much they've done to get up to this point to where they're feeling like they should ask for forgiveness. Some people aren't really sorry. They're just sorry because they get caught. We have heading towards abundance, either way. Spiritual keys and divine gifts. We're supposed to be growing together, compromising, being fair. Somebody is unrealistic. I feel like somebody is defeating their own purpose when they're saying they mean well for others, but then at the end of the day, they're unwilling to compromise by finding options to take.
Speaking.
That would be best for, or better for everyone. Somebody's selfish as fuck. They want to like have their cake and eat it too. Like, you can't do that. We got a Virgo that needs to pay attention to the news Pay attention to the views. Pay attention to the weather. Issues concerning travel
I
to
work the
another
mines.
country. Personal goals. Self-celebrations. Kind offer from a person. What the helly? Sounds like somebody has a personal goal of getting somebody shipped to another country. Yikes. Fortune. Judgments. Those people that are forcing judgment calls on divine beings before the divine beings get to say their fucking piece even. They're liable to get struck down in a storm, okay? That's how spiritually fucked they are. Like their spiritual piggy bank is negative. And the people that they were messing with, their spiritual bank accounts have millions. Like they have thrones right next to God in heaven.
Warmth.
And they're trying to cause them to have a downfall. Even if one of God's angels falls while in a mission here on this realm, they still keep their place on the throne in heaven. So that would be an illusion now, wouldn't it? Over and over and over, we seem to be covering this type of thing with this reading tonight. We have a King of Wands looking back to the past, maybe something to do with some children, thinking about these obstacles of fuckery.
You should dig here.
The smooth setups, the obstacles. Focusing to the details closely when it comes to that. Somebody's options have opened up for themselves because mentally they have let the fuck go of this and that had them tied up. Sometimes you realize you are your own demise and you have yourself tied to things you don't need to tie yourself to. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers make themselves relevant. If they're truly relevant enough that you should tie yourself to them and the situations around them, you'll feel that when you're not around them. When you're dealing with other situations.
I've been here 150 years.
So somebody's seeing Ace of Pentacles. Like solid points that don't fall off. They're seeing stability, strength, prosperity stemming from wisdom and knowledge.
I've seen worse than you.
We have Ace of Cups. Emotional fulfillment as well.
She thrives on fear.
If you have to act like a scary ass to get anything, there's a problem there. I mean, it could be somebody else
We like your equipment.
isn't taking you seriously. But if they're not taking you seriously because you're a person that's not supposed to be taken seriously, then learn when to stay in your lane. I just don't even want to say that. That was the line that came to me. Stay in your lane. But last time I've said that before, people were confused about what lanes are even. I'm like, who are we talking to out there? I know the people who are watching me have brains and shit. Hi, guys. But the people that we're talking about that are our problem,
Please stay back.
I swear to God, they have some type of smarts, because the only way they can be a problem to us is if they are equal enough to us in
Vitality.
some way to be in competition with us. So, what is it that they are saying that gets their backing? Who's backing them? Can you find a way to reveal that they are contradicting? Because that could be helpful. Especially if they're confronting you and then you say something like, stay in your lane. And then they act like, what's lanes? And they're supposed to be a smart individual.
I've seen worse than you.
It's almost like they threw their smarts out when they came to talk to you. That's a red flag. It's like, why are you playing dumb with me? You can't get anywhere with people like that. It's like they're looking to get hit or something. Brick wall, motherfuckers. They do it for a reason. What's on the other side of the brick wall?
Even ghosts avoid you.
Even the Pope and the Cardinals at the Vatican don't want to challenge me anymore. They came to compromise with me at the fact that their own rules kind of placed them as lesser than me because they won't allow females. It's not the way to be. Everybody, male and female, has divine masculine and feminine energy within them. And life will have you perfect both. So if you guys are asking
She
if
pushed.
I got the 51 and the Vatican got the 49, yes, they did. And then wind fleas out there, they're about to get well known with that fact. So they don't cause me any more problems because it was the wind fleas that got me fired working with Miss Piggies. Wind fleas and Miss Piggies.
Edith.
I'm tired tonight. I've been tired the last few days. Like, I just didn't even feel like reading. I don't want to do card readings. Ugh. But it had been like 6 days since I did a card reading for you guys. So I wanted to come and give you guys your clarity that you probably need. We have Justice. Seven of Swords. That's the cleanup of a mess. Nine of Pentacles. Three of Cups. Somebody celebrates alone. Cleaning up the mess that they are cleaning up. I think it's an energetic mess. The angels and God and the devil and demons.
Inside.
Not stupid demons, like the seven princes of hell and stuff. Like, they all work together to keep the world in balance. Too much dark, things get crazy. Too much light, things get crazy too. There has to be a perfect mixture of both. That, the yin and yang sign, represents balance.
You are very kind.
Yeah. Thanks, Spirit. We have Ace of Cups, Two of Swords, the Chariot. So at the crossroads, somebody's moving forward towards more emotionally fulfilling. Hold on, I'm trying to understand what the hell this means right here, because the moon card came out after that. It looks like somebody's seeing emotional fulfillment and they're heading towards this crossroads. Oh. And they're deciding to move towards getting lost in some illusions again. Why would they do that? We have creative messages being delivered by Queen of Swords about these judgment calls.
Robinson.
I think there's a lot of people running around wondering where they have stored their brains. And they realized that they didn't even know that they didn't have their brains with them for quite some time. Like they needed to use it, and they went to go use it, and they were like, "Oh wait, where's my brain at? Hey, did you bring your brain? Hey, did you bring your brain?" And nobody had brought in their brains, and that's not good. So, fates. The wheel is turning for people with creative gifts from the divine, because when you're a person that forgets your brain, people that are smart, that have wisdom and knowledge and creative gifts from the divine, they can reign over you pretty
Move
easy.
towards the noise.
Matter of fact, they know how to fucking mind control you and shit. Just like you do your children. Because to you, you are like, to them, you are a child if you're the type of person that forgets your brain. You know what I'm saying? It's a mental thing. We have King of Wands, Four of Pentacles. This King of Wands is controlling with is controlling their finances or their financial situation. Somebody's. We have the Lovers. So we have a choice in love here. Ooh. So this King of Wands was controlling somebody's stability in order to
I'm a woman.
mess with their options in love. So if you have a narcissist and you leave them, right? And they're pissed off because you leave them. So they follow you everywhere and try to ruin everything for you and try to get your attention. They notice that you got a good job and you're getting all stable and you got a place to live, and then they find out somebody else who's way better for you than them is interested in you. They're like, "Oh, hell no. They can't be interested in them. I have to get them fired. I have to ruin their living situation or something." So this person will see them as not ready for relationships. Narcissists
Planet.
are extra as fuck like that. So anyways, this narcissistic person, male or female, it seems like a male in this reading. There's 10 heavy swords to place upon them about how they affect somebody and their personal endeavors consistently. It's all the things that have happened in the past leading up to the now. The truth is in the details. You can tell what somebody's not saying. Based off what you know, what you've seen, and what they're avoiding talking to you about. When you ask a certain question, they don't want to answer that. You can safely assume there's something to assume there. Fill in the blank. We got something to do with family. A Two of Cups. Seven of Wands. Rising above the situation. Somebody's making some good points about all the chaos. The death.
We're friends.
Right. Like, if I'm friends with somebody today, and I've never done anything wrong to them, and they've never done anything wrong to me, and then tomorrow, all of a sudden, out of nowhere, they hate me, and they think I'm trying to kill them. It's like, where's this stemming from? Who told you what? Right? Nobody just thinks that type of thing out of nowhere. Something has to happen. Fill in the blank. We have Knight of Swords. Somebody taking action based off what the truth is. Somebody's just trying to distort the view to affect who or where you may invest your time and energy or your attention. We have Two of Pentacles. They juggle multiple priorities in order to do this. It's like having somebody like hovering over you constantly. Like imagine you're sitting here in this chair and they're just in your blind spot, always like, I'm gonna ruin that if that starts to work for them. Like they're just quietly there, not doing shit because they got nothing to do until you give them something to do. All you have to do is like somebody or something. It's psychotic.
Agatha.
So we have Fortune Cookie, a King of Pentacles, Eight of Wands. There's something important about this King of Pentacles fate. Everybody's talking about it. And they're like taking action that counts when it comes to this. People are trying to move to calmer waters. Like the chaos has stirred the waters up, so it's like choppy. You know, when you're trying to go through choppy waters with your boat, it's like somebody's sick of that type of ride. It gives you a headache. People like smooth rides. Some bitch out here loves watching
Hi, everyone.
boaters going through choppy waters. And it's this bitch. It's this bitch right here. They're like, oh, you're going to get your boat fixed up to go out today? I want to go do a spell and make sure the waters are choppy. As choppy as they can be. I blame Sherry from Bliss Fairy. She ran from me.
Connor.
I tried to confront her about my concerns, and she wouldn't even face me. She was shut down immediately. Bye. King of Cups, moving to calmer waters, King of Swords, Hierophants. Okay, so a bunch of like dad figures and real businessmen, and the Hierophants who have spiritual knowledge and power and stuff, like they're the chosen ones, chosen by God to take care of shit. So like the Vatican
Noah.
and like the Pope and priests and stuff that matter. I'm not going to say all priests matter because we have a Page of Cups. And Eight of Pentacles. Okay, so these men are speaking from their hearts when it comes to their concerns around the choppy waters. They're like, these men, they fish to feed their families. And they are seeing it as an attempt to kill their village because none of these men can go out and just fucking fish without the fucking boats rocking like crazy. The fish don't feel like biting when the fucking witch is doing a goddamn spell to the river water. And that's the type of shit that God sees, that they're like, what? Somebody knew I did that? Yeah. The Hierophants knew you did that. So, like, somebody's like, so all these men are like getting together, and they're like, you know what? It's been abnormal all summer. We can't catch any fish. I think we seriously need to take care of this witch because it's either us and our families eating or her.
Spirit.
I'm not saying that's the situation, but it's a situation like that, relatable to that. Got their paws and nose in people's business. They just want to know what you do know and what you don't know. Tell them you wouldn't tell them what color dirty damn socks you got on, like you're fucking bad baby or something. Because she's fucking smart when she says shit like that. We have tight with money. The angels know you need protection. You may not be aware you need it. You see, some people would tell Bad Baby she's fucking dumb for saying some shit like I wouldn't tell you what color damn dirty socks I got on. But she knows something you motherfuckers don't know. And that's the fact that somebody out there will use what color of goddamn dirty socks you got on against you. They got their ways. If somebody's coming to ask you what color of goddamn dirty socks you fucking got on, you should ask yourself, why the fuck do they need to know that? Even if it sounds like a fucking innocent goddamn question, I guarantee it's fucking not. Maybe they're trying to do a fucking spell on you to make your feet swell up, but they need to know what color socks you have on before they do this ritual. So they're basically like calling you up like,
Neat.
What color socks do you got on right now? To their friends. And you're like, oh, I'm wearing purple socks today. And they're like, oh, cool. Oh, today I got some new socks myself and blah, blah, blah. They act like they were going to have a real conversation with you. And they're looking at their friend like... And they're like, okay, wait, my other friend's calling. I'll call you back. They never call back. They just go do the ritual. Like, purple socks, swell feet. Purple socks, swell feet.
My name is Ronald.
Whatever the fuck they do. And then all of a sudden, a few hours later, your feet are looking like fucking water balloons. And you're like, God damn it, I should have told that bitch what color socks I had on. They're crazy. I don't do magic. I'm a master of the universe. I've mastered alchemy. I've mastered myself. I'm more like a sensei or a monk. I have the mental part down for being a sensei. I don't do karate. You know what? I don't even think they would let me take a karate class since somebody fucking like whoever it is that hovers over somebody like this. I swear to God, they're hovering over me too. And they got like the feds right next to them, and they tell them that if I learn karate, I might kill people with my hands. So I could only take the course up to a certain point, and then I had to quit because I might be too strong if I take the full course. When you take karate, your hands become lethal weapons.
Memories here.
They can't trust me with lethal weapon hands. That's why I don't do karate. Alright, guys, well, I hope you enjoyed this reading tonight. I'm sorry, it kind of felt like it was all over the place with the energy, but I feel like that's because like things are changing dramatically around
Compose.
this chaos that has broken out. I feel like nobody really knows what they want to do. Um, Sometimes you just have to sit back and let things calm down, like the choppy waters, moving over to calmer waters until all the waters are calm, so you can get to where you're going on the voyage you really want to set out on. So, there are delays at this time when it comes to moving forward on that voyage, whatever your voyage is. Some things need to be handled. There's a battle going on. Spiritually, our ancestors are involved, the heavens,
I respect you.
hell, even.
Violate.
Yeah. When you have spiritual abilities, um, you don't want to misuse and abuse your power, because you can get in trouble big time. When people are supposed to be able to lean on you and trust you, and then you lead them inappropriately, that's fucked, you know? So a lot of God's chosen people are chosen for a reason, because it's something they have within them. Some people are scared to lead because they know inside they don't have what it takes to lead people to the destination. God knows who He created to get this job done and that job done.
Tranquility.
So if you're going to be a motherfucker that tries to tell God, no, God, you didn't make them to fulfill that job, really? And God's like, yeah, I did. And you're like, why not that person? After God
Jasper.
already said, yeah, I did choose them for that position. Like, you got your confirmation already. You're going to ask some more motherfucking questions? Don't waste God's time. Some people don't know when to fucking shut the fuck up. You know what I'm saying? Like, God is above everybody, everything. If you were not going to waste somebody's time, I'd make it God's time you don't fucking waste.
Worry.
You know what I'm saying? They can't even not waste God's time. They waste their own time. Everything starts from within.
My name is James.
If they don't love themselves, how the fuck can they love you? How the fuck can they love anything appropriately when they can't even start with loving themselves appropriately? And if you're experiencing negative coming to you, like you're manifesting negativity. Check in with yourself. Like, okay, what energy did I put out there to the universe? What orders did I make? Was there something different I could have done to get better manifestations to come into me? You always want to be honest with your ancestors, your angels, and God. Like, I truly want this. I truly want that. If you're telling God you truly want somebody dead because you just hate to see them shining and doing great, what do you think God is going to think? You're like, um, well, that
I
person
feel
that
free now.
you are asking me to do that to is one of my favorites. So, is there something else you want? And that'll be the type of person that will say that they did check in with themselves before they went and ordered that again. Oh man. Alright. I'm getting too tired. Good night, guys. I need some ice cream. And then I'm going to bed. I didn't sleep very long last night.
Did you hear me?
Actually, I did. I heard a ringing. Did you guys hear that? I hit the table or something, and then all of a sudden I heard like a ringing noise. I wasn't sure if that was because I hit the table all weird.
Candles.
Candles? I don't know. Well, good night, guys. Oh, oh. Peace.